Hey there, Gemini, welcome. We're here for you. This is your October read. This is not going to be the whole of October. We're going to do sort of like something different here. We're going to go October 15th, okay, to November 15th. Spirit wants to jump ahead for you. We were a little behind. We didn't quite do you for October. So this is going to be what Spirit wants. We're going to dive in with that. And I hope you're doing lovely. It's probably going to be an intense energy here that you're moving through. The reason for why we are delayed with your reading. So let's get into it. However, time, space, you know, it really is all of that. Let's jump in. Okay, something didn't work out the way you thought. I see something here has ended even prematurely. You thought something was going to keep going, you thought you were going to keep running with something, and then all of a sudden you were like brought to the sudden halt. Your expectations, okay, have not been met. Some of you feel like something you thought you knew very well that was maybe deep and meaningful to you ended up being quite shallow. We have the moon with the great work. You're now thinking a lot, is what I'm seeing, coming into the 15th of October. The Fool. Your system is going through a lot of changes here. Your chakras are reconfiguring is what I do see, ultimately. You could be purging a lot. There's this Uranian energy here at play in your reading. 7 of Wands, okay, just in the way that we like never usually do a 15th to the 15th. I mean, something is off the beat a little bit, it seems. So 7 of Wands, it looks a little bit like rain on that card actually. Now I feel like some of you, there's a portal coming where you can really, you can really transmute something that's not working for you, but you have to be kind of fluid in this space. I don't know if all of you will choose this portal, okay, ultimately, but yeah, it is about finding balance again in your lifestyle. With that 7 of Cups and the 7 of Wands, it comes down to your public image, and I feel like the 19th of October to the 20th is a space of rewiring. You will make a decision, I feel, when it comes to what you need to do, okay, indefinitely about who you want to be seen as, and it's going to require vulnerability. So if you are, open to that, then there's some room here that can be made with you in a certain public landscape of sorts. Yes, the Devil in reverse. Something will have to give, though. Something will have to give. Something will have to be changed. Something will have to be confessed as well. And, you know, depending, some Geminis, this is going to be really hard on the ego. So let's get a little further, though. You're at this pivotal clear the energy, rebuke it, and return to sender. You're at this really, really, really pivotal crossroads. Energy with the 7 of Cups and the Devil in reverse. With the 7 of Wands. Yeah. Some of you have a narcissist around you. You may have several. You have to detach here, but you have to be honest to be able to see something clearly enough to detach from it. It's really challenging. Some of you here, you have some narcissistic entities around you, and that is influencing your finances. It's influencing the heights you're hitting when it comes to your finances, because you're still letting this narcissistic energy in somehow. And it's the energy, right? I mean, you can say all you want, like, no, but I feel like they're a good person. Okay, but then your lifestyle is going to speak for you as to what you're letting in and what you're, So some of you, if you're in denial, it's going to cost you, a certain financial portal in that first week. Clear the energy, rebuke it. We shouldn't do it for the finances. We should do it because we realize that we need to release that portal with that person who's no good for us. So in other words, if you can't part ways with that person who's not good for you. Your finances will begin to be on a downward spiral, is what I hear. Some of you have a Gemini around you, and this person, you know, they're making a decision in terms of the light and the dark. If they don't choose the light, then some of you, you know, you're going to be receiving their karma, okay, is what I hear, their good karma, okay, because if you don't appreciate and you are keeping your door open to entities, then Spirit's going to cloak up with you, and then Spirit's going to cloak up with you. It's not you cloaking up with entities, Spirit's going to cloak you up, and you're not going to feel so seen anymore, is what I do get. You have to be in a better context here to manifest. Rebuke it and return that to sender. Clear the energy, yeah. Something better. You have a Libra around you who's really toxic. Wow, they gotta go. I'm tasting something spicy right there. Okay, this person is absolutely evil. But, bro, I don't know if it's you or someone else who's holding on to this person. I'm seeing a dangling key. You gotta leave this energy. I mean, if you cannot leave this energy, you have to leave this energy where you have these entities camping, you know, in your high side practically. You got someone here just right all up in your vibe. Some of you here, it's your boss, you know, you gotta switch gears with your career. I mean, you're not gonna, this person is meant to be a weight on your aura so that you can't, you know, if you use that much energy to swim, you know, if they're not around you, then yeah, you would be above the water already. But because this person's around you, you have to use triple that to have your head above the water. So this person's a narcissist and they're draining your aura basically. So it's really a shame that if you're still around this person, it's going to be, it's going to be really like, it's not getting better, that's for sure. So if you see already narcissistic traits in this person's character, time to definitely, best of luck, you know, choosing Spirit. Because when you have a narc, left ear, low position, when you have a narcissist around you, you're already kind of, you know, you haven't been reading the red flags as red. You're starting to paint them green. You're painting the red flags green on behalf of this narcissist. You're helping the narcissist not look so much like a narcissist. You're appropriating their behavior, and then you will be seen as the same according to Spirit. Because if you cannot protect others, and you can't go, yo, they're a narcissist, like stay away. If you're appropriating this person, you're still friends with them, you're still supporting them. It could even be a business, again. It could just simply be like maybe making a ton of money, okay? Like working for this company, but you know your boss is evil and you're making this evil ass person tons of money because you're there. I mean, well, the point is, let's backpedal. You haven't been reading the red flags. And Spirit's saying, well, if you can't read the red flags, then we're not going to give you flags anymore. You're not going to be getting as much downloads and insights from us because you're not listening. And you're not working for us, apparently. You're not working for the light. You're working for the dark. So we're going to give you back to the dark and see how your life leads out here with the devil in reverse. That's the last sign they're going to give you about this. And if you cannot take that seriously enough, right around the 21st, some go England, New England, if you cannot take that clue, that's the last train out of that portal, and you're going to be stuck with the devil for some of you here. I'm hearing upwards of 4 to 5 years. Okay, you're going to be in a very sticky cobweb with I mean, the distress of the damsel written all over your face, and no one's going to be there for you. You know, I mean, kind of thing. Like Spirit's not. In other words, Spirit's not going to give you support when you're praying and praying and praying, because you have to look back at that moment where you made the decision. Spirit's giving you signs now about this person. Best of luck, Gemini. We're going to get an extended. You do have a 2 of Cups and an Ace of Cups here with the King of Wands. I'm curious about that. I want to take a little deeper dive to see what that is at the end of this November